we're back in Nepal after a 2-year break. This time we're here not to do clowns but to do buffoons, a grotesque style of theatre.
We're teaching the style first to hopefully get the actors to have really strong buffoon characters.
The plan is to do a 3-week course with 10 students. At the end of those 3 weeks, we're going to have a show, hopefully, with a style that we believe, or at least we suspect, has never been done in Nepal before. It's also rarely been done in Europe, to be fair.
And then, as a second thing, we will get them to create the shows themselves with their issues, with their topics, and to turn these issues into a nice buffoon show.
So it's going to be quite interesting because it's quite a provocative style. It's quite a social critical style, and we need to find a way that we can actually bring it to the people in a way that also suits the culture here.
We're hoping to create discussion and debate about the subjects and about the style.
Two years ago, during our tour of Nepal with Clowns Without Borders, part of the tour involved teaching clown to the students of Shilpee Theatre. As we gave the workshop, we realized that although they were fine clowns, they were, without knowing it, even better buffoons. That realization was the starting point. Back in the 1960s, circus and theatre started to recreate itself. Especially Le Coq in Paris focused on physical theatre. One of the styles he breathed life into was that of the buffoon. This style was different in that it was provocative, confrontational, and bitterly funny.
To find the subjects, we sat down with the actors and discussed what affected them. We collected lots of stories of their own experience and found out where the taboos lay. Then we asked them to create a scene, and in the process of developing it further, we searched for a fine line between provocation and still getting away with it.
The hardest part is the acting. They want to act, but we want them to be.
Everybody joins, and then you find a finish together, everybody together. Suddenly it's like, ah! Okay? Go. Okay, now we do it again, everybody mouth closed in the end. Okay, again? Buffoons are beings from another place. They are outsiders to our society and don't belong.
वर्षौं भयो तिमीहरू परिवर्तन नभएको तिमीहरू एक पाइला पनि अघि बढेनौ विकसित भएनौ सुन्दर महान मूर्ख मान्छेहरू
For them, it's all an absurd game, an amusing pastime. Like children, they mirror the meaningless cruelty, but don't truly understand its wickedness.
Well, today is going to be very interesting because this is the very first time they play in front of a real audience. Yesterday we had like some fake audience, some of the other students to watch, and already there you could see that the reactions were mixed, which is actually what we want, but it's also kind of hard to sit through it and actually admit that we want the audience to be a little bit confused, to not really know when they're meant to clap or cheer or laugh, or if they're even meant to do so. So it's going to be really interesting today to see it in front of a real audience and to see what kind of reaction they will have.
I think the piece is definitely interesting. What is still a little bit the question whether the performers are really buffoons, whether they manage to really hold up the buffoon throughout the whole show. When they manage, I think at least then I will be happy. Whether the audience like it or not, that's another issue that we will see that it's out of our hands.
The topics we addressed were theatre, violence against women, religion, the environment, and corruption.
Namaskar.
सुरुमा मलाई बफुन बन्न एकदमै गाह्रो भयो अलिअलि गर्दै डेभलप गऱ्यौँ जब डेभलप गर्दै गइयो त्यति बेलामा एकदमै इजी भयो पछि सजिलो पनि हुँदै गयो अनि जब बफुन बनिसकियो फेरि बफुनको हिँडाइ कसरी गर्ने भन्ने कुरामा एकदमै तनाव भयो पछि बिस्तारै बिस्तारै जब हिँडाइ पनि क्याच गर्न थालियो अनि ढाडको समस्या आउने के समस्या आउने दुनिया समस्याहरू आउन थाल्यो तर पछि जसरी आफ्नो सेपहरू सम्पूर्ण बफुनको सेपलाई बिलिभ गर्न थालियो यो यसै गरी हिँड्छ भनेर त्यसैमा इन्जोय गर्न थालियो दुवै कुरामा इन्जोय गरेर दुवै कुरा अब मेरो हो भन्ने बिलिभ भइसकेपछि अहिले एकदमै इन्जोय हुन्छ एकदमै रमाइलो हुन्छ म त्यो व्यक्त गर्न सक्दिनँ
कृपया अब तपाईहरु सम्पूर्ण बस्नु कृपया अब भीख माग्नुहोस्
Style is it's fun. There were different people reacting to different things within the play itself, so that was really nice. I mean, there are things that people would laugh for it, but I would feel like, why would you laugh about this? Things like that. But I think also, if we can laugh at ourselves and our mistakes, I think that is what this play asks of the audience.
Matcha!
बागमती माछा
माछा
होइन होला मरेको मुसो होला
हैन
भैँसीको पुच्छर होला
हैन
नाटक चाहिँ फरक भएको छ होइन अहिलेसम्म हेरेको नाटकहरू भन्दा चाहिँ धेरै बेसी नाटक समग्रमा मिठो छ मन परेको पार्ट चाहिँ यो नाटकले चाहिँ बफुन मार्फत चाहिँ के छ भने हाम्रो देशमा चाहिँ जे गतिविधि भइरहेको छ इस्युजहरू छन् त्यसलाई चाहिँ बाहिर निकाल्ने चाहिँ प्रयास गरेको छ एउटा व्यङ्ग्यात्मक तरिकाले कुनै एउटा अहिले एउटा भनौँ न आन्दोलन गरेर टाढो जानै पर्दैन क्या यही बफुनले नै एउटा चाहिँ आन्दोलनको स्रोत गरेको छ होइन त्यस केही हुन्छ नाटक राम्रै छ
हिन्दू धर्म
लास्ट इन्डिङमा आएर चाहिँ मैले बुझेँ म त्यहाँ पर्चाहरू पनि पढेँ त्यसमा हेरेपछि चाहिँ क्लियर भयो सुरुमा चाहिँ लगाइरहेको त्यो त्यो के भन्छन् त्यसलाई त्यो
कौशलता
त्यो गेटअप देखाइरहेको जस्तो लागिरहेको पछि चाहिँ बुझ्दै जाँदाखेरि सबै कुरा राम्रो लाग्यो मलाई चाहिँ महिला हिंसाको बारेमा देखाइरहेको थिएँ जताबाट नाटक दबाउनै पर्छ दबाउनु पर्ने हक हाम्रो पुरुषत्व देखाएको छ यसमा चाहिँ मलाई के
We finished our 2.5 weeks of workshop and had a premiere. We're very, very excited about how it was going to be received by the public.
It was a very good response to the buffoon. In fact, far better than we expected. We were almost expecting more critique and more shock, but everyone who watched it was very impressed.
They kind of said things like, well, I have never seen anything like it before, but I enjoyed it.
मलाई थिएटर गाइराख्न मन पर्छ
barke guya makhabari झुमर बेचा डहरे नु चाले नु थाले थाला गुया सालम साला डहरे नु चाले नु थाले थाला गुया सालम साला नीने का तारा एने का तारा barke guya makhabari झुमर बेचा डहरे नु चाले नु थाले थाला गुया सालम साला डहरे नु चाले नु थाले थाला गुया सालम साला नीने का तारा एने का तारा barke guya makhabari झुमर बेचा डहरे नु चाले नु थाले थाला गुया सालम साला डहरे नु चाले नु थाले थाला गुया सालम साला नीने का तारा एने का तारा barke guya makhabari झुमर बेचा डहरे नु चाले नु
I'll think I'm a real buffoon.